In this video, I'm going to be going over the first 2 pages in our book, so pages 4 and 5. We'll be going through some of the exercises. I'll show you how we're going to say our note names and our rhythms first, and then play through them, and then I'll also give you a chance to try a few of them on your own. So first thing we're going to want to do is make sure we have our book out and open to page 4 and 5. And then we're going to also need to make sure we have our instrument out and ready and tuned. Hopefully I'll give you some time to tune up before we start with this video, but if you haven't had a chance to tune yet, you can go ahead and do that real fast. So you'll need your D string to be in tune and your A string to be in tune. So the first exercise I'll go through is exercise 1, so open D and quarter rests. So as the title says, you're mostly going to be playing on your open D, and then you'll just have some quarter rests in there. So we're going to say our exercises first, and then we'll play through them. And they'll always give us a count off before we start our exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, D, 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 rest, 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 D, 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 rest, 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 rest. So I'm going to find my D string on my bass, so that is the second highest string here. So our string names are E, A, D, which is what we're going to be using right now, and then G is our highest one. So I'm using this D right here, and I'm just going to play through the exercise. I'll say it at the same time. You don't have to say it while we play it, but I'm going to. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 rest, 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 rest. D, 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 rest, 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 rest. I'll let you look through number 2 on your own. It's a really similar exercise. You're just moving down to your A string instead. So we move down to your next lowest string. Next exercise we'll play through is number 3. D and A are dazzling. So this one you're just playing 2 notes on each string and going back and forth. So I'll say it first and then we'll play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, A, rest, 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 rest. A, D, D, rest, 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 rest. So now I'll play through it. You can play with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, D, A, rest, 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 rest. A, D, D, rest, 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 rest. I'll let you look at number 4 on your own, just going back and forth on each string. Next one I'll play through is number 5, Pizzicato passage. So I'll say it first and then we'll play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, A, rest, 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 rest. D, D, A, D, rest, 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 rest. So now we'll play through it. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, A, rest, 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 rest. D, D, A, D, rest, 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 rest. Now I'll go over to page 5. So on page 5, we're going to be playing half notes instead of quarter notes. If you remember from the beginning of the year, one half note is equal to 2 quarter notes. So we're going to hold one of these notes for the duration of 2 of our quarter notes. So instead of playing on each pulse of the beat, we're going to hold out for 2 beats. So saying it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. D2, D4, rest, 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 rest. D2, D4, rest, 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 rest. And playing it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. D2, D4, rest, 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 rest. D2, D4, rest, 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 rest. So I made sure I was holding out those notes for 2 beats each. I'm going to let you look at number 7 and number 8 on your own, and I'm going to skip down to number 9. So with number 9, we're going to be playing a half note in the first half of the measure, and then the last half is a half rest. And we know that that's a half rest because it is resting on top of the third line. So to say this one, number 9, play and rest, is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A2, rest, rest. A2, rest, rest. D2, rest, rest. D2, rest, rest. And then playing it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. A2, rest, rest. A2, rest, rest. D2, rest, rest. D2, rest, rest. So those are kind of the first few exercises we'll go through. You can look through the rest of them on your own if you would like. If you have questions, please let me know. We'll go over them in class. And then next time I see you guys, we're going to hopefully be playing through every exercise that's on these 2 pages, get them down really well. And then we'll just keep on moving through the book. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you back in class.